Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do your top stitch side 2. So you have your two pieces that are now sewn to either side of the zipper. Now we're going to do the decorative side of this side of the zipper. We did the top stitch side 1, now we're going to do the exact same thing on side 2. The way that we do that is we're going to flatten out our fabric as much as we can. I'm sorry that this angle is weird. It's because I'm trying to fold it while I'm sitting around the camera. And you're going to make sure that this part is flat, so you should pull it flat. And you should have what looks like a decorative top stitch on this side. Then we're going to pin it in place, and then I'll show you how to sew it. So now we're pinning, and just the same as top stitch side 1, you probably only need 4 or 5. What's going to be the hardest part about this is making sure that you're sewing in the correct place. Because if you sew in the wrong place, you might accidentally sew your bag shut. I'm gonna move this pin over there. There we go. So now it's all pinned and ready to go. I'll show you how to put it in the machine. Okay, for sewing the top stitch side 2, we're going to start by putting in the machine, same as always. I'm going to remove that first clip just to be sure that I don't accidentally sew it and break my needle. The other thing that I want you to be aware of is when you put your fabric in the machine, you should only be sewing on this side of the zipper. We are not sewing on this side of the zipper. We are sewing on the right side of the zipper. So your right hand side, you can tell that it's my right hand because I have my ring on this side and I have 2 rings on my left side. So on the right hand side of the zipper, we're going to line it up the exact same way. Try to get it equal to your top stitch on side 1, but if it's not perfect, that's okay. We're just trying our best. We're going to start by stitching forward for about 1 inch, just like always. And then we're going to backstitch to make sure that everything is nice and strong. Now when I sew forward, I'm lining up this edge of my presser foot with the teeth of the zipper. And this edge of the fabric should line up with this edge of the presser foot for a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And we're going kind of slowly to make sure that nothing gets messed up, nothing gets tangled, especially with fleece because it's a very stretchy fabric. It's important to be extremely careful. Again, I'm not hitting the teeth of my zipper with my needle. I am exclusively sewing with my presser foot lined up to the teeth of the zippers. That way my needle is only going through the fleece. We're going to continue to sew forward. One of the things that I would like to bring up is if you sew on this side of your fabric, meaning the left side of your fabric, you will sew your bag shut. So instead, you want to sew on the right side so that way you can still open your body pillow. Otherwise, you won't be able to put the actual pillow inside. Now that I'm coming up to a clip, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. So all the way to the end. I'm gonna remove this last clip. Now that I'm coming up to my zipper, we wanna make sure that we don't sew this zipper, otherwise we're going to break the needle. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our needle down in our fabric just as if we were going to pivot. We're going to open up the zipper all the way past where the needle is, close it, and then sew to the end where we will eventually backstitch. Now we'll backstitch just like always, sewing forward. Now we can take it out of the machine, cut off our loose threads, and I'll show you the final product at a different angle so that way it's easier for you to see. Okay, now I finished my top stitch side 2. You know that you've done it correctly when you unzip your zipper and you still have 2 separate sides and a decorative side on each one. If you don't have 2 separate sides when you unzip your zipper, that means you've done something wrong and you need to grab a seam ripper. Thank you for watching. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to sew the body. Thank you for watching.